Hello YouTube, I'm APC, and today I'm making a tutorial for you guys. In today's tutorial we're going to be talking about some of the specifics of mods. So, you can use mods for a lot of things. In my tutorials I usually use the two line things, such as I did in the slot machine tutorial, so that when the slot stopped I used mods to make the slot machine align to a proper slot so it doesn't stop halfway. And in my Space Invaders tutorial, which more recently I used it to make the speed transition for the aliens less smooth, so you actually noticed it. So mods are pretty powerful. They're used a ton in programming, and it's actually kind of funny, I think. It's a fairly simple concept that you get taught in elementary school, and then they don't talk about it again until college. And in college they call it mods, and then it's a big complex subject, but it's really not that complex. So since every elementary school is different, and I'm sure that it varies a lot in how much you guys remember from elementary school. So I've just decided to go through it and reteach you the elementary school style, and then I'll work my way up from there. So 6 divided by 3. Tell me, what is the quotient? Okay, I'll tell you, it's 2. Because 3 fits into 6 2 times 2. There. That's the process you go through. You find out how many times this number fits into that number, and that gives you the quotient. So, let's try another example. 12 divided by 4. What's the quotient? Well, 4 fits into 12 3 times. That makes the quotient 3. 4 fits into 12 3 times. Alright, so up until now these are really easy. The quotient is exactly the same as the answer to the problem. 6 divided by 3 is 2, the quotient is 2. 12 divided by 4 is 3, the quotient is 3. But that does not mean that they're the same thing. I'd imagine this is where a lot of elementary school students have problems, because they assume that the answer to the problem and the quotient are the exact same thing. But I'm going to show you a time when it's not the exact same thing. Let's try 7 divided by 5. So, the quotient is equal to, alright, so 5 fits into 7, how many times? 1 time, making the quotient 1. You could argue that it's a fraction, but we're looking at in a circumstance where only whole numbers will help you out. For instance, how many cars fit in this parking space? 1.5. Well, that's not helpful. If it's not 2, if it's more than 1 but not 2, it might as well be 1, because you're not going to fit another half a car in there. How many babies fit in that stroller? 2.3. Doesn't matter. Might as well be 2, because no one's going to cut up the baby into 3/10 to make it fit perfectly. So that's the type of situation that we're going to think with only whole numbers. So in this case there's also a remainder. In the other cases the remainder is 0, but in this case the remainder is equal to 2. Because once you've taken the 5 out of the 7, so 7 minus 5, you have 2 left over. Alright, let's do one more of these, and then we're going to move on, and I'm going to tell you what the point is. 23 divided by 6. There we go, that's that one. Alright, 23 divided by 6. So, what's the quotient? It is 3, because 6 fits in 23 3 times. So, let's find the remainder. So, if we take 23 minus the amount that 6 takes out, so we have 3 6s there, so we multiply 6 by 3, that's 18. 23 minus 18 is equal to 5. So that makes our remainder equal to 5. Lags a little bit with the recording, didn't expect that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and erase all this. Hopefully you'll understand how to calculate quotients and remainders now. It's yeah, a pretty basic thing that they teach you in preschool, but then they don't really talk about anymore after that, because you have calculators, and calculators can tell you everything, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Alright, so now we're back in the beginning. So I'm ready to give the definition of mods now. Mods is a function that finds the remainder after one number is divided by another. It's basically a function that finds the remainder for you. So I'm gonna now, before we move on any further, I'm going to talk about different syntax. I want this to apply to both my GameMaker and my Java tutorials, and the syntax is different for both programming languages. So let's take 15 mod 4 is equal to. If you type it down in GameMaker, this will give you, what, 3. Because 15 divided by 4 gives you a remainder. Rem equals 3. And in Java, you would type down almost the same way, only it's a percentage symbol. So 15 percentage sign 4 is equal to 3. So those are two different syntax. I don't want that to throw you off. This year's elementary school, this year's college, they're exactly the same thing. So that's what I want you to understand. And that's probably the most important thing about this tutorial. But there's more I want to say, but the thing is, this is all you really need to know. Everything else is just bonus material that I think is interesting that I want to show you guys. So I'm going to put all that stuff in the second video. So if this is as far as you're going, thank you for watching. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you fully understand what mods are. I hope you never have any trouble with them again. And I guess I'll see you guys next tutorial.